What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Scale News Update. If you're not familiar with the show, this is where we talk about the news topics that happened in the scale world of RC over the past week. Bunch of topics this week, so if you enjoy these videos, hit the like button. Let's jump into this week's topics. First up for this week, West Desert Wheeler, the YouTube channel, now has a product to sell, and this is his Capra chassis mounted servo mount. This is a piece of metal that's laser cut and CNC bent to allow you to mount a servo in the chassis, but it also provides you with a panhard mount, as if you go to a chassis mounted servo, you should also go to a 3-link with panhard style suspension. Maybe you stole the axles from underneath of your Capra for something else and you've got a chassis laying around that you want to do something a little more scale with. Here would be something that could pair well with that setup. Check it out, linked in the description below. Next, 1/10 Rod Shop. They not too long ago released a kit for the Traxxas Ultimate RC hauler, and this is to actually turn that rear hauler, the flatbed portion of that truck, into a functional rollback. And I bought this as soon as it came out, and I just forgot to put it in the scale news. They're offering this in two different ways. One is a builder's set, DIY type deal, and the other is a fully pre-wired version. It's almost half the cost if you want to do it yourself. That's the one I bought. We'll see what it takes to accomplish it. Now, these are on a bit of a back order, so you get them ordered and just be patient to get them. But the cost isn't bad. So if you bought yourself one of those RC Ultimate haulers, move that around, then maybe look at this. I'm thinking that it could be cool, and the price was right. So looking forward to picking one of these up. Traction Hobbies is now teasing a Tank 300 1/24th scale. We've seen them have their larger scale one, which is more like 8th scale-ish. It's 2.2s large IFS, but with a big scale body. This 1/24 scale, but still with IFS, which is what makes this somewhat interesting. Not a ton of details that I'm able to easily find and read because they're not on the US websites yet, but it's kind of cool to see a bit of a twist in the 1/24 scale stuff. It actually doesn't look terrible as far as the IFS system goes. Once you scale things down like this and still try and make it 4-wheel drive, seems like it could go wrong pretty quickly, but this one looks okay. I'm wondering if it's going to be a little bit bigger than the traditional 1/24 scale or not. If you're just neck deep in 1/24 scales and looking for a different option, maybe keep your eye out for this one. But not a ton of details yet. We'll wait and see what shows up. Speaking of 1/24 scales, this may have been out for a while, but I recently saw it added to some of the websites, and this is the Hot Racing Overdrive transmission for the SCX24s. Not one that I had seen previously. This is done similar to like the Element Stealth X transmission, where it's got two different size gears on the same inline output shafts, rather than having, stepped and using different gears to do it. All in line, looks like it pretty much fits within the factory space, which maybe means the gears will be thin. Maybe they won't hold up to as much power, especially if you're using big brushless stuff. Hard to say, but the performance gain of an overdrive transmission is kind of appealing. And lastly, for your 24 scale guys, Little Guy Racing Parts has now announced their new Swamp King MT tire. These are 64 millimeters tall, just under 2.5 inches total. Super aggressive, kind of that Baja Pro X look to them. Standard 1.0 wheels, just like most of the popular 1/24 scales, but hyper aggressive in this. And this is also being listed as a new compound, the NL2 Super Sticky. Says it right in the name, it's gotta be good. These are currently listed as a pre-order, set of 4, $26. Little Guy Racing Parts website is listed in the description below, as well as links to the rest of today's stories. And not so scale, but still pretty interesting, Traxxas released an updated version of the X01. That was like the original 100-mile-per-hour RC car. It's just the car that is that, how fast does it go? It's that car. You just buy it and run it. Now this is just updated. It's pretty close to what the car was before. It's got Castle electronics in it rather than the Traxxas branded items. There's some new aero stuff in the front. The body I think is mainly the same. Comes with multiple rear wings, if you want high downforce or high speed, but it's just a super fast RC car, which it's tough to not have some desire to drive something like that. There's 4 colors you can choose from. I don't know, it just looks fun. Also, those Traxxas Fox body Mustang bodies for the no prep are hitting shops everywhere. Those are released and they shipped from a few places pretty much right away, but I'm starting to see them pretty much in stock throughout. So if you're looking for one of those, all the color options are available. Next, for those of you that own the TGH 2-low transmission, there's a new universal mounting plate. Use it for electronics or scale firewood, whatever you need. But this is sold through the TGH website. Again, mounts right to that transmission, just kind of bends up and over and gives you a place to put stuff in case you were having a hard time finding a location elsewhere in the chassis. Ernst manufacturing products are now being listed as available through AMAIN. Ernst had some kind of stands that you can use for buggies or planes, things like that. Just universal stands, turntable style with some storage underneath of them. Makes it handy if you're working on a desk where maybe you need to clean things up or move things around a little bit more. But they also listed some of their tool organizer things, which kind of caught my eye, such as the socket organizers or the plier style. The different products are available in different ways, but if you're looking for a work stand or you're somewhat interested in those tool organizers like I was, then I've linked to where you can see all the ones that are now available through AMAIN below. Last weekend was Axial Fest West. Didn't happen too far from here. Was able to go up there both Friday and Saturday and had a great time. While I was up there, I shot video on Saturday only, just did 1 day's worth of video for this year, but put that all together, edited up and uploaded it yesterday. So you can go check that out if you want to see a little bit of what happened at Axial Fest West. But at Axial Fest, I did also get to see a handful of new products. First one was from Scale Metal Supplies, and they've got this new Unibox, they call it. It's laser cut flat so that you can bend it and fold it into a shape. And these are for either mounting like shock, locations at the top, or even link mounts. Could be used for a ton of different applications, and I really liked the look of this product. Was super excited. Actually picked up a couple of them for myself. I can just see them coming in handy at some point and being just ecstatic to use them because they look great. And I think, again, they're just going to have so many uses. So if you're a builder yourself, take a look at these. Scale Metal Supplies has a ton of products that you can, choose from if you're a builder anyway, but specifically, I think this one's pretty impressive. Also, while wandering around camp, I noticed a number of new Proline parts. One is the new aluminum version of the Holcomb wheel. This is Proline's new 1.9 beadlock style wheel. This has an aluminum face and then a plastic rear half of the wheel. This is that 6-spoke style poison spider type wheel. Those were a 5, this is now a 6. And I did find out, Holcomb is a trail that's popular in Southern California. Now they also had there in person that new K10 body. This is a body style that's kind of new as far as options that we have, because it's not like our other scale bodies, which have a lot of tire coverage and just, overall scale looks first. Then we have bodies like the Cliffhanger, which are pinched and arched and not super scale, but very performance oriented. This kind of sits in the middle. It's a little bit narrower. The proportions overall just a little bit smaller. The wheels are pushed out towards the ends, but it still has a pretty decent scale look with a full drop bed. It's got large wheel arches to fit the typical class 2 4.75 inch tall tires that a lot of us use. But the molded lips and things like that on the fender make it look like they're supposed to be that size, rather than us just getting a body and having to cut like crazy to make things clear. It's just a good looking body. I really like the approach that they took. They did put a decent drop bed in the Lexan as well. It's got some nice depth, got some detail back there, not just the standard flat or, the ribbed truck bed that's just a 1/4 inch below the rails. Overall, this thing looked fantastic in person, and it's on pre-order now. So if you like this, I would jump in on the pre-order right away, because I bet that this one's going to be popular. Now, in some of the photos that they've posted for other things, if you look closely, you'll also notice that there's a V2 Power Wagon body being shown. It's not the same Power Wagon body that we've seen up to this point. If you look close, you'll notice that the grille is different. It's got louvers on the hood, the sides and the top, that the door handles and the hinges are swapped, suicide door style. And there's no info. They just posting the photos of it online, and they were all over the campground. There was no bed on any of them, but no info either. So watch for more on this soon. Probably come out at the same time as this video, and then this whole thing, all this speculation will just be irrelevant. But also, both of those new Proline bodies may have been painted with some of these new Proline paint colors. So if you're an airbrush person, you have some more options in the Proline stuff. And then there was also some new Proline stuff that I didn't see at the event that is being shown online. There's some new Fox aluminum shock caps for the Axial SCX6 aluminum shocks. It's just the cap, so a little bit of strength rather than the plastic, and a little bit of style with the Fox branding. And then also new 1.9 Toyo tires. These are 4.45 inches tall. I think the Toyo treads look pretty good. The sidewall of these has just a ton of fine detail, but the size, that 4.45, that middle ground, we don't really have any tires in that range as far as ones that we know are, a decent performing tire. So 4.45, just I like seeing those middle ground tires. Then STRC, a company we almost never see anything from any longer. They announced on their website this week that they are releasing some new Element IFS upgrade parts, like aluminum arms. I did a quick search because I was like, I don't know that I've seen anybody else produce those, and I didn't run across anything. I ran across some like shields that, skid plates that bolt onto it, but didn't find any actual aluminum parts. And now STRC finally releasing them. STRC used to just pump out option parts back in the day. Every car, you could get every piece in aluminum in 10 different colors. But nowadays, we just don't see much from them. I still check the website every week. First thing I've seen in a really long time. And then don't forget tomorrow, Wednesday, live stream takeover, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Come join Matt and I as we catch up on all of the things that Matt missed out on the most recent event, and talk about all these other new things that came out this week. Everyone just held off, and then this week they just piled it in. But that's going to do it for this week's news topics. For this week's question segment, last week we talked about what was the last new RC item that got you really excited. It kind of ranged everywhere, as you would expect. The RC area is just so diverse anyway, whether it was hauler, whether it was something like the RC hauler or some of the new super go fast stuff, new crawlers, or just individual parts. There were some interesting answers, but made me think, what is your RC unicorn? Whether it's a full truck, just one that you lust after. No idea if you'll ever actually buy it. No real plans to work towards that. It's just in your head. That's the ultimate one that you would like to own. Or if it's a build idea that you just have and you just try and keep visualizing, and maybe one day you're going to start tackling it. Or maybe you already are. Or maybe you already own yours. In that case, what is it? I want to know. Put your answers in the comments below. Love reading your guys' comments. Favorite part of the Scale News every week. With that, thanks as always for watching the Scale News every Tuesday. Hit the like button if you enjoy these videos. Subscribe if you are not already. Hit the notification bell so you see the videos as soon as they get uploaded. That's how that works. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you on the next one.